Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Boss Vision, where I share with you everything you need to know about making candles. As you can see, I'm holding one of the Bath & Body Works candles. I don't purchase from them anymore. I make my own non-toxin candles, but for a while I was obsessed. That's how I started this channel, creating hauls of Bath & Body Works. The candle they had me. Every time there was a sale, stack coupons, they had me. And the smell is amazing. We're going to be looking behind the curtain of the Bath & Body Works empire, as we're going to do a deep dive into the truth about Bath & Body Works, what you're actually burning when you light those amazing smelling candles. So if you like videos like this and you want to know more about what you're consuming, then stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't already if you're new here. Okay, this video is not to bash them, but I just want to help you understand what you're really buying. I've been making candles for 5 years. As a candle maker, I've studied their recipes and then their marketing strategies. You might be surprised, like this is a very similar consumerism approach, similar to what you may get in a fast food chains. First, let's break down their genius marketing. We've all been there. You sign up to be notified for emails for Bath & Body Works. They have a large sale and you find yourself going to the store multiple times in a week. It's similar to Chick-fil-A. Once you get that chicken sandwich, you get hooked on the endorphins that it brings you and you keep going back for more. Buy 3, get 3 free. Sounds amazing, right? But have you noticed that the original price is $26.95? That's not the real price. That's their artificially inflated price. This is one of the oldest tricks in the book for a company to run a sale constant. Price it higher and always have a rolling sale. Honestly, the real value is what you're going to pay during the sales, like $12 to $15 per candle. Fun fact, in 2023, they ran sales 48 out of 52 weeks, y'all. That's not a sale. That's psychological pricing. Okay, now we got to get into production. They produce millions of candles annually, but how? How are these getting done so fast and so effectively? They use paraffin wax. This is like the cheapest option. It's derived from petroleum. All of their fragrances are synthetic and mass produced too. Each candle costs them roughly $2 to $3 to make.
Bettergoods.org did a feature on Bath & Body Works and found that they use synthetic chemicals. Yes, as you can see in this pepper plum 3-wick candle, they focus on synthetic fragrances, which also has a caveat in that often you'll see mainstream consumers have an undisclosed toxic ingredient, but they focus on a sneaky way to hide those chemicals on labels. So as a part of the FPLA, Federal Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, the exact formula for fragrances are protected and confidential information, or trade secrets. So this means that if any fragrance is used in a product, manufacturers can label it as fragrance, perfume, or aroma. So that means they're allowed to label any kind of toxic ingredients that may harm you or your loved ones as fragrance and get away with it. Hey girl, hey, my name's Talisha and I teach entrepreneurs everything you need to know about making candles. If you're interested in that sort of content, then make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you don't miss out on anything I post. Also, if you need one-on-one coaching, you can sign up here for us to go through your specific business together and how I can help take it to the next level. Or if you just want some quick recipes, sign up for patreon.com/bossvision and gain access to all the wax and fragrance secrets. If you need self-guided learning, then I definitely recommend you grab an ebook here or the entire bundle, girl. Just make sure you're set up for success. I also have my own candle business and I have recently launched a faith-based candle collection at senseofvision.com. His word brings life. You can use the code YouTube for 20% off.
Their scent combinations are incredibly researched. Each scent, it sort of tells a story to me and you get hooked. You're like, which one will make the most sense for me to purchase today? Their fragrance load is actually decent. I created a video on how to get a strong hot throw, and then I exposed my method of fragrance load. Bath & Body Works candles most often have a very strong hot throw. Those essential oils that are always listed on the candles, it's usually less than 1% of the fragrance. And then when they say natural fragrances, no, these are lab created synthetics, guys. The wicks actually are most of the time good. The biggest issue comes with a lot of people looking at the wick saying, oh, the wick is wrong, because they don't trim their wicks. So just as a fun fact for candles in general, if after this video you decide to stray from Bath and Body Works and find other candles, make sure no matter what, every time you burn that candle, you clip the wick, trim the wick before you burn. That way you reduce the chances of that big pop shrooming stuff. I know I said earlier you're supposed to trim your wicks, but often even if you trim your wicks and you don't get the pop mushrooming, you're still gonna get that dark sitting around your jar. That's because they're using paraffin, and like I said before, that's close to petroleum. They have carcinogens in the wax that make it easier for the mass production, but they're similar to the ingredients in tobacco and gas, y'all. They try to kill us.
Okay, I finally found out all the tea. Guys, look, the Bath and Body Works by law has to have all of their ingredients publicly available. That doesn't mean they can't go lie on the candle jars, but they do have to have this on their website, which is where I located this. So as you can see, they have a mixture of refined paraffin wax, then this tetramethyl classification with high skin irritants, and then the benzyl salicylate. Imagine smelling benzyl salicylate. Classification here, hexahydro classifications here, all sorts of cresol, tetrabutyl. If you can't pronounce it, then you know it's gonna hurt you.
Okay, here's the truth. Bath and Body Works candles are not bad. They're just not what they're marketed to be. Essential oils, not really. This is false advertising because it teaches candle makers that essential oils will give you a strong hot throw, and it pushes this narrative that essential oils are better for candle making to consumers. So if I'm a customer and I'm at Bath and Body Works seeing these essential oil candles all the time, and then I go to a pop-up shop and I see your candles and you don't use essential oils, I'm like, I'm gonna stay with my Bath and Body Works tried and true essential oil candles, when in reality they're lying to you. Just because they have 1% essential oil does not mean this is an essential oil candle. Full paraffin candle, okay? The ingredients do cause headaches. Sometimes I will go to farmers markets as a candle business owner, and I'm doing the farmers market and someone is walking by my booth. They're like, oh, my wife cannot have candles, that gives her a headache, she gets sick. It's not all candles in general, it's just Bath and Body Works candles that are causing that, and maybe even Yankee candles. Like, I'm getting a headache just from sniffing it. It's just a stronger scent. It's bad for you. It is what it is. This one is exposing them. To be honest with you, their previous collections have the clear glass where you can see the truth about them, and as you can see here, the wax is like certainly paraffin because of how it's adhering to the jar with that splashback here. It's just very obvious it's paraffin, but I think that's one of the main reasons why they put those huge designs over the candle, just to cover up the fact that these candles are paraffin. This is a pure paraffin candle, and it has just been out from a machine. Moral of the story, guys, Bath and Body Works is the king of marketing, but they fall short when it comes to quality ingredients and telling us the truth. So if you're like me and you want full transparency and some eco-friendly, amazing, high-quality candles, then I definitely suggest checking out sensavision.com. I just launched His Word Brings Life collection only 6 months ago. It's a faith-based candle collection with Bible verses to remind you that God's word is in full control every single day. And when we are reminded of His word, we are reminded of the truth, and we can fill that void of doubt, fear, worry, shame, or regret. All of those are attacks from the enemy to keep you stagnant. But once you continually read the word, you're able to break those barriers. And I hope that this candle collection can help you because of the higher quality scents as well that will not give you those headaches you get with Bath and Body Works. They serve their certain purpose. If you like their scents and you can bear the headaches, then do it. But if you want to try something more handmade and luxury, then do that. I got your back either way. Definitely subscribe if you haven't already. This channel talks all about candle making, but then it gets into my entire marketing and sales process. Since a young kid, my main goal has often always been figuring out hard things and sharing it with a large amount of people. So that's what this channel is about. Hard things that I figured out along the way. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, your week, your next hour, just living your purpose and love life. Bye.